Hi, my name's Tim. Welcome to the Memory Lab. Here we provide equipment for digitizing home movies as well as scanning photographs and even negatives. The Memory Lab is based on a DIY model, or do-it-yourself, which means we train you how to do it and you actually see the process through from beginning to end. The Memory Lab here at Washington Memorial was made possible by a grant from the Institute of Museum and Library Services. The lab can be reserved for 3-hour sessions. You can reserve up to 2 appointments per day in advance. And of course, you have the option to stay longer if there are no appointments after you. Here at the lab, we can convert VHS and VHS-C videotapes into digital formats. We can also scan photos, slides, and negatives into digital formats. Memory Lab users will have to provide their own flash drive, hard drive, or of course cloud storage to take home the end product here. Okay, let's get to work. The scanning side of our lab consists of an Epson scanner and Windows computer. To begin, make sure the computer is turned on. Do the same for the scanner. Our scanner is very sensitive, so we ask that everyone using it use these latex-free gloves. If smudges appear on the glass, feel free to use these lens wipes, which we provide, to wipe down the glass. The wipes are alcohol-based and should evaporate fairly quickly. For any larger particulates, we ask that you use one of these. Simply squeeze to blow particulates off of the glass. When scanning different media, trays are available to hold things in place, like this one for negatives. When placing things in trays, make sure it snaps firmly back together. You might use this one for photos, or this one for slides. Okay, let's get started scanning. We start on the Windows desktop here with 2 icons in the center. One of them is the Pictures folder, which is where all the final scanned images will end up. The other one says Scanner. As long as our scanner is already turned on, we'll click on this and wait for the window to come up. You can see here the Epson scanner. And so we will click on Start. Here we have our scanner interface. The large rectangular white space is the glass of the scanner bed. And as you can see here, our target square is outlined in red. We can change the size of that as well as the position. Over on the left here we have our scan dimensions as well as other adjustments. Most of these we don't need to use as they are mainly for fine-tuning things like color or contrast for our scan. The first important button we're going to use is the pre-scan button up here at the top. So I will give that a click and the scanner will start running through a quick cycle. At the end of the cycle, whatever shows up here on the rectangular space is everything on the scanner bed. In this case, I am scanning this funny cat calendar page. It's at this point where our target square comes in. I'm going to move it into position around the part of the image that I want scanned. Make sure that everything you want scanned is inside the red target square. Okay, now we are ready to scan our image. We go up here to the scan button and give that a click. As it starts to scan, you can see progress down here. The scanner is set by default to 600 pixels per inch, which is a respectably high resolution, so this may take a while. Progress can be monitored down here in the lower left-hand corner. When complete, the window will tell us finished down in the bottom. And when it is finished, we can click on this small icon to open up our digitally scanned image. And there it is. We can zoom in and out using the scroll wheel on the mouse, and as you can see, it can zoom quite a ways, in this case even down to the small pixels of color that were originally used to print this page of the calendar. Moving back up here, where it says reflective, we're going to change that to transparency, and then this part to negative. And we could use this screen then to scan negatives in as well, not just regular pictures, but the actual negatives of film. You could also use this to scan in positives, which in this case would be slides, things like that from an old slide projector. And then of course Kodachrome, which we haven't run into yet, but if you have it, we will try it. But those are all in transparencies. Usually for pictures, we use reflective. When you are done scanning, always remember to close out your program as well as turn off the scanner. So you can see it's ready here. We'll hit the button and the light goes off. Thank you for spending this time learning with me. I hope it was useful. Please check out our instructions for converting old home movies as well, and I hope you have a good day.